What's going on, everyone? We are back with another video, and today we're going to be rebuilding the Utah Jazz. They officially got eliminated a couple nights ago. I'm actually making this video pretty late. I totally forgot to do them, but you know, everybody forgets about the Jazz. But yeah, kind of embarrassing how they went out losing to the Clippers without Kawhi 2 games in a row. Obviously, Reggie Jackson stepped up big. He's been playing good all playoffs though. He's been playing really good. But Terrence Mann, come on. So, we're going to be rebuilding the Jazz. I do have some opinions on them. My biggest, thing that I hate about them, and a lot of teams, is overpaying centers. It's good. I don't care if you're a defensive player of the year type guy. I don't think centers, should be making over $25 million for sure, unless you're Joel Embiid, Jokic, who both deserve the max. I think Cat. I think there's a distance between Jokic and Embiid, and then like everybody else. I think Cat's that next level, and I think Bam is under that level. And I think Rudy Gobert is right down there too. But without, I don't want to say insignificant, a center is now. But like, if you look at teams, any teams who are successful with bigger guys aren't necessarily centers, but are guys who can handle the ball, who can create offense, whether for themselves or for other players. Jokic being one of the best playmakers in the league, Joel Embiid just being ridiculously dominant down low. You have other guys who are tall, not necessarily centers, and like Giannis, who is just straight dominant. KD is just a great shooter. LeBron, all these guys are really tall. Ben Simmons, like, he's a good playmaker, but he's like trash shooting. So that's kind of like, and he's like kind of a point guard, but like, you get what I'm saying. Like, if you're a bigger guy, you need to either be able to space the floor, create offense for you or your teammates. And obviously defense is very important too, but am I going to waste, was Rudy Gobert getting paid like $28 million or something? Am I gonna waste $28 million on a dude who is a complete liability on offense? Who honestly is not as good defensively as we thought. I think he was overhyped. I thought Ben Simmons should have won Defensive Player of the Year solely because of the fact that Rudy Gobert cannot guard the perimeter, regardless of if he has improved since 3, 4, 5 years ago, whatever you want to call it. He's still very disappointing. So I don't know what I was saying. I really don't know what I was saying. But yeah, they're still a great team. They're a great team. Jordan Clarkson off the bench is obviously amazing. But, just imagine not having that much money invested in Rudy Gobert and being able to get maybe 2 solid players or a really good player and then another, role player type guy. I don't know. It's just how I feel about centers who, aren't named Jokic or Embiid, and to a degree, Cat. So that's just how I am. So because of that, I kind of want to trade Gobert. Because if I was in the Jazz's position, I wouldn't have given him a max. And, I say that all the time. So, we're going to bring back Conley, for sure. He's been playing really well for them. All these guys are super cheap. So I might as well, if I can get him back, 2-year deal on the minimum, I'm fine with that. Trent Forrest, why not? Give them small deals, and they'll all come back, which is lit. Oh, Trent Forrest declines that. Oh, okay, I guess we're matching that. 2K so fucking stupid. But it is what it is. We don't really have any money to make any moves, so we're just gonna get into the season, and I'll see what I want to do by then. Alright, so Joe Ingles regressed. We're gonna actually have to give up another player in this. Fuck, I just realized this. Let's see if I can just add a player. So we have to get rid of a player. Wait. Oh, there we go. We have to get rid of a player. Juwan Morgan. he's probably not going to improve that much. So we'll include him in this trade. And we're going to be getting a solid backup point guard in this. They're not interested now, but they'll do that. Okay. What? Anyway, we had to get rid of a player. So our team currently, as far as needs, point guard, we're good. Shooting guard, we're good. Small forward, definite need. Power forward, definite need. And then center, we're good. I am going to trade Rudy Gobert, though. So, do I trade him this? I don't know if I trade him this year or next year. I might let him play, and then once Azubuike becomes like really good, who we have for 3 more years on that tiny deal, he'll be really good. So I might throw him into the G League along with McCord. Oh wait, no. We're gonna put Kyrie Walker and McCord Maker in. So Azubuike is honestly probably gonna be our starting power forward this year, because I don't think I want to trade Gobert yet. I think we'll keep him for 1 more year, and then once McCord Maker and Kyrie Walker become really, definite role players at least, we'll look to improve that center position. So I think that's it. We just throw the guys in the G League. Whatever happens this year happens. We have Donovan Mitchell for a long time. We have Jordan Clarkson for a few more years. We have Mike Conley for a while. We only have Dennis Schroeder for this year. And honestly, Mike Conley making 20 mil, I don't know how I actually feel about that. I think we have a lot of moves to make come next season. I think this season we played out, but I think Mike Conley's got to go. I think Rudy Gobert's got to go. I think I'm going to trade Bogdanovic this year because he's making a lot of money. He's only 74 overall. So I think I'm going to trade him this year. And I'll look for trades on Conley and Gobert, but I'm not going to make a bad trade just to get him off the team. All right, we're going to trade for Paul Millsap. The reason I'm doing this is just because we'll have Bogdanovic for 2 years, while Paul Millsap and Al-Farouq Aminu, we can get rid of after this year. Like, their contracts will be up, so I'm good with that. Bogdanovic's trade value is really trash, and it's not going to get any better. So, Paul Millsap, slight improvement, I think. Still not great. So Azubuike, because he is still a young guy, we want him getting as many minutes as he possibly can. So Paul, I'm sorry, you're just not going to get many minutes. Derek Favors, you're not going to get as many minutes. Honestly, Azubuike and you, both going to get hella minutes. Jordan Clark's, okay. Yeah, that's what we're going to run. Going to throw the guys in the G League. I haven't looked for trades for Gobert or Conley yet, though. Alright, I actually really like this trade. Mike Conley, Paul Millsap for DeJounte Murray and Enes Kanter. I threw in 2 seconds just to make it a little bit more fair. As good as Mike Conley is, he's kind of really old, 34. I don't know why the Spurs would take on Mike Conley. I don't really think they're competing now necessarily, and they're giving up a young piece in DeJounte Murray. So they're not interested, but they have a counter offer. Sure, whatever. I don't get it. 2K is so fucking weird. So I do like this better because I think DeJounte Murray fits the timeline with Donovan Mitchell a little bit more with where I think the team currently is, taking into account the fact that I really don't see them as contenders with Rudy Gobert taking up that much of their cap space. So DeJounte Murray, solid perimeter defender. Mitchell with the young Azubuike, with Gobert will eventually be gone. I think this is a solid team. So now we can honestly trade Derek Favors. Let's see what we can get with him. Alright, we're going to trade for Blake Griffin off the bench, which I like because I'm going to move him to power forward. Alright, we need a wing, so we're going to bring in KCP. He's on a 1-year deal, but also there's a team option after this year, which is going to be cool, being able to bring him back. Swap him first-round picks. We give up Al-Farouq Aminu and a young guy in Trent Forrest, but I'm okay with that because Trent Forrest doesn't really, work with our timeline. Ayo, Malik Beasley, I actually really like. We brought in Reggie Jackson from free agency. We're going to give up this first-round pick too. Malik Beasley having problems in Minnesota. We'll bring him on the team. So Malik Beasley definitely really helps this team a lot. Our bench is really solid now. Jalen Noel. he doesn't play small forward. He plays shooting guard and point guard. So we're going to throw Hughes in there. And I think this is the team we're going to run with. I think this is a really solid team. Made some really good improvements. And we'll see if they worked out. Alright, so we ended up going 65-17. So those moves really worked out for us. Oh my god. Did we get anybody on the All-NBA teams? No. Defensive teams? No. I don't know who would have made the defensive teams, though. So, first seed, obviously, 65-17. It's very unlikely that you're not going to be the first seed. Pelicans had a really good sim. Lakers were kind of trash. Mavs were trash. Celtics did good. Nets didn't do that good. That's crazy, man. So yeah, that's how that went. Season stats, let's see. Donovan Mitchell, 27.5, bro. 6 assists, bro. Blake Griffin, wow, I didn't think he was gonna be that good. 15-5 and 4. Azubuike, almost 14. He's up to an 86. DeJounte Murray, 12.5. Malik Beasley, 12. Jordan Clarkson, 12. Gobert, 11 and 10. Shooting efficiencies, really fucking good. Oh my god. DeJounte Murray doesn't shoot the ball well from 3. Is he like that in real life? I don't watch Spurs games, so I genuinely don't know. Like 39 and 37, but then he also has like 26 and 30, so. Or wait, this was 2K. That was 2K. So he's at 39, the 26th, and 37, so. I don't really know. Also doesn't look like he had that many shot attempts back in these days, though. So, yeah, that's what we're going with. We got Portland in the first round here. Simulate round. Let's see what happens. And we beat them in 6. Box score. Blow them out. Donovan Mitchell, 39, 5, and 9 in the closeout. And he got a bunch of help. We got Phoenix in the second round here. And we sweep them. DeAndre Ayton put 37 on us, but Blake Griffin puts 32, bro. Donovan Mitchell puts up 30. Dude, that's a little unrealistic. As good as Blake Griffin has been these playoffs, I don't think he'll ever get to a point where he can knock down 30. I guess maybe once, like a playoff run, but like he plays his role. He plays his role as like a third, fourth option now. He doesn't play that for a second option role anymore. We got the Pelicans, who always give me problems. Doesn't matter. We beat them at 5. Donovan Mitchell, 31, 2, and 5. Blake Griffin, 21, bro. Brandon Ingram, Zion both played great. We got the Knicks got Kawhi. And they have Julius Randle, Manuel Quickley, D. Rose, Mitchell Robinson. Low-key, I think this team is better than us. I think this team might be better than us. I'm not going to lie. But Julius Randle did not perform well in the playoffs. Assuming Julius Randle, played good. Yeah, that team's better than us. But it doesn't matter because we beat them in 6. Let's go. Donovan Mitchell, 26, 4, 7, 55, 45. He finally got that ring. The ring that, honestly, they probably should have won this year. I still think Bucks at this point. This is also after the Nets just lost to the Bucks. They just lost last night. So, I don't know. Right now, I think it's Bucks. But I think the Jazz could have contended if they beat the Clippers, but. So Donovan Mitchell closed out 29. Team really helped out. Super cool. Didn't think we were winning this year. I thought this was going to be a 3-year, kind of rebuild to compete, or 2-year, I guess, because this was the first year, right? I think so. I think this was the first year. So that's cool. Hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, since the Nets just got eliminated, I'll be rebuilding them. Or not really rebuilding. They're literally just like, what do they need to do to compete next year? And then we got either the 76ers or Hawks. Honestly, I think both would be interesting. I think the 76ers might take a little bit more to rebuild, maybe. But I think the Hawks are low-key kind of like, because of how young they are and they're still developing. While you already have your 2 superstars in Ben Simmons. I don't want to call Ben Simmons a superstar. But you have your superstar in Joel Embiid. You have Tobias Harris, who's really good. You have Ben Simmons, so you just have to put in the role players while the Hawks are still developing. And, Clint Capella can still improve. John Collins, DeAndre Hunter, Trae Young, they're all improving still. So, either team, I'm good rebuilding. So, we'll see what happens tonight. And based off of that, we'll be rebuilding one of those 2 teams. Nets, I'll probably be rebuilding today. So, be ready for that. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.